Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I will be reading from a popular romance book series. Please enjoy Chapter 2, The Beginning. You know how sometimes the smallest moments end up changing everything? That's exactly what happened to me. My best friend, Emily, and I had been inseparable since middle school. We did everything together, sleepovers, study sessions, late night talks about our dreams and fears. But there was one thing I never told her, something I buried so deep I was sure she'd never know. I was in love with her. For years, I convinced myself it was just a phase, that my heart would calm down if I ignored it long enough. But the truth was, every time she laughed, every time she touched my hand, every time she hugged me a little too long, I fell harder. One summer evening, I was at home when my phone rang. It was Emily. Lena. She laughed breathlessly on the other end. You're not going to believe this. I accidentally locked myself out of the bathroom while the shower's still running. Can you come over and help me before my whole place floods? I chuckled, shaking my head. Only you would manage something like that. I'll be there in 10. When I arrived, her hair was damp, her cheeks flushed from embarrassment. She looked at me with those big brown eyes and said, "Please don't laugh too hard." I did laugh, but I also helped. We managed to fix the jammed door, and steam poured out of the bathroom. She thanked me, and just like that, what should have been a silly little moment turned into something else. Because she didn't want me to leave right away. Instead, she tossed me a towel, insisting I stay and watch a movie with her while her hair dried. We ended up sitting close on her couch, the glow of the screen flickering across her face. My heart pounded as I tried to focus on the movie, but all I could think about was how close she was. How good she smelled, like shampoo and warmth. And then she said it, "You're always here for me, Lena. I don't know what I'd do without you." I smiled, trying to play it off. That's what best friends are for, right? But she didn't look away. Instead, her eyes searched mine, like she was looking for something. Do you ever feel like... She hesitated, chewing her lip. We're more than best friends. The world stopped spinning. My chest tightened. This was the moment I had imagined 1,000 times in secret, but hearing her say it out loud left me speechless. Finally, I whispered, "Yeah? I feel that all the time." The silence stretched between us, heavy but electric. She leaned in, just slightly, close enough that I could feel her breath on my skin. Then why haven't we ever talked about it? I laughed nervously. Because I was scared. I didn't want to ruin us. Emily's hand slid into mine, fingers threading together. Maybe we're not ruining anything. Maybe we're just finally being honest. And before I could respond, she kissed me. It wasn't dramatic or movie. It was soft, hesitant, almost like she was asking permission. But to me, it was everything. My entire body felt like it had been waiting for that one moment, that one kiss, for years. When we pulled apart, both of us were blushing, smiling nervously. "Wow?" she whispered. "Yeah," I breathed. Wow. The rest of the night, we didn't talk about what it meant or what would happen next. We just sat there, holding hands, laughing about how ridiculous her shower emergency had been. But deep down, I knew things would never be the same. That kiss stayed with me. It played over and over in my head for days, weeks, months. It wasn't just a kiss. It was the answer to a question I had been too afraid to ask. It started with a silly phone call about a shower, but it ended with the beginning of something I had dreamed about for years. the possibility of us. Emily wasn't just my best friend anymore. She was the girl I loved, and now I knew she loved me back. The following weeks were like a dream. Emily and I went everywhere together, to concerts, picnics, even just staying in and watching movies. The comfortable silence we once shared was now filled with inside jokes and sweet nothings. There was a spark between us, an energy that made every day an adventure. One Saturday morning, we decided to check out the new cafe downtown. As I sipped my latte, watching Emily talk animatedly about her plans for the semester, I couldn't help but think how grateful I was to have her in my life. Not just as a girlfriend, but as a friend first. Our foundation of trust and honesty was what made our relationship feel so right. We were each other's biggest cheerleaders, always encouraging each other's dreams. Emily wanted to study abroad in Italy, and I threw myself into helping her research programs and plan for the future. When it came to my own goals, she was right there by my side, brainstorming, supporting, and pushing me to be my best self. Despite the whispers and curious glances from others, Emily and I navigated our first year of dating with ease. We introduced each other to our families, who welcomed us with open arms and understanding smiles. They saw the love in our eyes, the connection that had been there all along. By graduation, our love story had become a part of our friend group lore. The inside jokes, the memories, the love, it was all a testament to what we had built together. After graduation, the real world beckoned, but Emily and I were ready. With degrees in hand and hearts full of hope, we embarked on our first adventure together, moving to a vibrant city where the possibilities seemed endless. In the bustling streets, we found our rhythm. We explored cozy cafes, art galleries, and hidden bookstores. Weekends were filled with live music, food markets, and long walks by the river. Whenever life got tough, we held on to each other, whether it was celebrating career wins or comforting each other through tough times. We were a team. Emily thrived in her job as a graphic designer, her creative energy shining in every project. I followed my passion for education, becoming a kindergarten teacher. The joy of watching my students learn never faded, and I knew Emily was my best friend because she was always excited to hear about my little miracles. The quiet moments at home were just as special. Cuddling on the couch with a good movie, sharing stories about our days over home-cooked meals, or simply enjoying the silence with a cup of tea. The bond we shared transcended word. A look, a touch, a smile, they all spoke volumes of the love and respect we had for each other. Through the years, our love only deepened. Each challenge we faced brought us closer. Each dream we pursued together fueled our passion. We learned to compromise, communicate, and grow individually, while nurturing our bond. Life wasn't always easy, but with Emily by my side, I knew I could face anything. Now, years later, I look back at our journey with a heart full of gratitude. The girl who answered a simple phone call all those years ago is the same girl I love today, more than ever. Our story began with a broken shower, but it blossomed into a love that has stood the test of time. As I watch Emily, my beautiful, brilliant wife, playing with our children in the park, I am reminded of just how lucky I am. The greatest love stories often start with a single step, a leap of faith, a decision to be honest. Who would have thought a rainy summer day would lead to this? All because I answered my best friend's call. The end. Thank you for listening to this story. If you enjoyed it, Please leave a comment with your favorite character. I look forward to seeing you in the next story. Have a wonderful day.